Hi everybody. Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back. How are you guys? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've taken time out today to, I have a little mess here and I just didn't pick it up because I was playing and then I was like, I should have been recording this, but I'm just going to explain what I was doing. Don't mind me. Gosh, I'm hearing heptagram. What is a heptagram? Hold on a minute. I don't like when I start and then they just start in. We have a lot to go through. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I thought it was a septagram. 7-point star. Oh gosh. So this is a heptagram or 7-pointed star is geometric and symbolic shape with diverse meanings across different traditions. It often represents perfection, magic, or celestial bodies. It symbolizes the 7 days of creation and divine perfection. It is also a symbol of magic power and the 7 plants in alchemy known as the fairy star or the elven star. Confirmation. Oh dear Lord, somebody just passed away. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Thank you. I was just praying to Mother Mary for whoever just passed away, and here is my cat. So the septagram, the 7 days of creation and the perfection of God, you guys. So this is magic and perception. The 7th sphere would be like what? The tree of life. The 7th sphere, the tree of life. The first 7 verses of the Quran. So, okay, I get it. The 7 known planets in the solar system. It's also divine perfection. So, okay, I guess that's where we're going because, all right, this makes a lot of sense now. So, come here. Can you not show them your tush? Thank you. So I talk to my guides all the time and I'm always channeling with the divine, but they like to use music and I'm cool with that because I am a very musical person. Like I must have been a singer or something in the past life. And I played the piano for a long time in this lifetime, in this go around. But yesterday there was, what is it? 4 songs? Wait, maybe more than 4. 1, 2, 3, 8 songs. It's printed out because I was taking notes while I was hearing them. And like I was writing, it was almost like automatic typing. But the core or the summary of this message, like if I were to say like it was, your past is done, the heart has healed or is like legitimately healing on its last leg of healing and the future opened, okay? So the summary of it, of these songs, and I'll go through them. The summary was basically how you have released. I think you've released the past, but other parts of you that you don't even realize you released, okay? And in doing so, this has rebuilt your heart. And because you rebuilt your heart, your future, like, expanded, right? Like, as your aura was expanding, your future was expanding. As your light was growing, your light was expanding, okay? And getting this heptagram, like, that's pretty significant right now, okay? You finally see your worth. And not only did you see your worth, but you're walking in it like you're claiming your worth, okay? The only way one can do such a thing is purging fear. Because when you purge fear, it's almost like what's gonna get you? Because you're grounded in readiness, okay? So you're happier, you're healthier. You now see your worth. You will only entertain reciprocal relationships, right? So security and secure love, that's the alignment you're in. That's what you're attracting now. You, collective, have never done this before. You have never been in a vibrational frequency of this. So there might have been a few false starts, right? Where you thought this was your happily ever after, or it was like the best job ever, or things were on the up for you and then like they came crashing down. Not this time. All right. Oh, he's gonna mess everything. So, the first song that came on, you guys, is Jar of Hearts by Christina Perri. And how I saw this, like yesterday I talked about like people, you might be dropping things or maybe something breaks. Like I had a few things break yesterday, and then on the radio today, I heard somebody, they like opened a closet or something and a glass jar fell out and shattered. So things that are breaking, okay? That's cutting an energetic cord. This is like either to a past person, a wound of yours, or some sort of pattern. They no longer have access to you. So the breaking of it is symbolizing that severance, that's closure. Like I've had crystal bracelets break. I had a plant fall and break, which I was not home for. I came home to that. Like nails have like broken off, or frames, like picture frames broke, or like a crack in a glass, like just weird things. That's what I'm talking about. So when I pulled a card on for Jar of Hearts, I got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. The cord is cut. That's bad news bears, but not for us collective. The second song that came on is Piece by Piece, and I think that's Kelly Clarkson. And so this is the reparation of your heart, repairing your heart. So that is moving from like the Three of Swords energy, like emotional grief, emotional heartbreak, emotional just being like shattered emotions, right? You move into like an emotional reconstruction, right? Wasn't there like a reconstruction period in history? I'm pretty sure there was. Oh my gosh, my friend is gonna be like, come on, you know this. They teach history. They're gonna be like, you know this. This is where you started working on rebuilding trust, restoring your worth, and remembering what healthy love is, because you are healthy love, right? You started loving yourself, so you started to feel what healthy love was. So when I pulled on Piece by Piece, like your heart repairs, I got the Star, the Ten of Pentacles, the Fool. You began to love yourself. So your ancestors and your spiritual gifts here, your worth, your internal worth. At this point, I am not talking about external worth, so don't get confused. I am talking about inside. You had to give yourself a fighting chance first. Not your world, not the joke of a shit show of a dumpster fire that you were in, right? You had to give yourself a shot, and that's what you did. The third song was Jason Mraz, I Won't Give Up. And this came into me as a very, almost a masculine energy. Now, if you are a divine masculine watching this is the divine feminine coming in to help you build it, okay? Like she's acting in the masculine energy. That's all I'm saying. This was I Won't Give Up by Jason Mraz. And I took it as just somebody who is steady and emotionally mature. They're a consistent energetic connection that is entering into your field. So if you are like having the oopsies and the dropsies, and your animals are being a little bit all weird, and maybe your body's fluctuating and acting weird, that's that. You're brushing energetic fields with your tribe. Could it be love? Yeah. Could it be work? Fuck yeah. Could it be a business opportunity? Could it be a deal for a book or a song or something? Sure. Could be all those. I wouldn't hang it on just one, because I honestly just feel like you're going to have options. So you just have good things coming, because this is also where I do feel like karmic path, dharmic path plays. What seeds have you planted? You have a lot of stuff coming your way. And when I pulled a card on that, I got the King of Pentacles. To me, in here, this generally is a male, but gender and tarot. So, but that is what I see coming into you. So could it possibly be love? Yeah, it sure could be. But remember, you can't have a kingdom spouse until you know how to be a kingdom spouse. You can't have a soulmate until you learn to be a soulmate. So the fourth song that came on was Kesha, Timber. Should I just say Tower? This is a block falling, okay? So this is some sort of karmic obstacle, some sort of major emotional dumpster fire that collapsed. It literally took the roadblock out of the way. To me, this was you, like, a lot of it was you completely surrendering, but I do think it was releasing. Remembering who you are. A roadblock. Tower. Oh, wait. It's giving a lot of, you do not lack a thing. The problem was never within you. The problem was with those around you who refused to repent and heal or sit and think about things, right? Like they were in timeout a lot, but they never thought about what they did. Through all of this, you still were loving. You were still nurturing. You were still positive. You still kept going. You kept doing the work. And then you kept showing up. But mainly you showed up for yourself, which they never thought you would do. Timber. The fifth song that came on was Taylor Swift. Ready for it? Which is also funny because look what I got yesterday as well. The Eras deck. Are you ready for it? This is the activation of your destiny. Whatever you released in number 4 with Timber, whatever block was taken, that flipped the switch, okay? So it was like the university checking in. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Talk about independence. Talk about standing 10 toes down. Talk about like truly knowing that you're the bomb, right? Okay, so this is an acceleration in your timeline. So animals being crazy, dropsies, not sleeping, wired, tired, synchronicities off the charts, right? That was in the tarot. Temperance came out. Are you ready for it? They're not. We are. So then the 6th song that came on was Flowers by Miley Cyrus. You chose yourself. Destiny activated. Self-love. Soulmate energy. Okay? This is reclaiming self-worth. This is reclaiming, okay, the name Bruce might be significant because I've heard Bruce 2 or 3 times today, and there was a license plate I saw that had, I thought it said Bruce, but it didn't, but it, and I just saw it on a commercial with a dog sweater. So Bruce, the name Bruce might be significant. Back to Flowers, you choosing yourself, reclaiming your sovereignty, your emotional sovereignty, your mental sovereignty, your divine protection, like the sovereignty of your freaking life, okay? So this is what's magnetizing you. This is that Marilyn effect, and that's also what's magnetizing people to come into you instead of blocking it, right? It's magnetizing your manifestations, not blocking them. The 7, oh wait, what did I get? Where was that one? You choose yourself. Oh yeah, you chose yourself. Okay, well this goes with the next one. Okay, okay. I'm gonna take this though. You did kind of, you started to look to the future, the three of Wands, and the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. You chose yourself, okay? Makes sense. Number 7, the release of the last little bit of fear, okay? So Teddy Swim's song, Bad Dreams, this was like a subconscious purge. That's what I mean when I say like you might have healed and let go of things that you didn't realize that were still there. So if you've been emotional or tired, or you felt kind of, I don't want to say lost, but you felt like confused, just like you were all right, but you were like, you know, this is that thought patterns, like that repetition of old thought patterns, or like fears of abandonment, betrayal, poverty, lack. All right, so these are things that were being projected onto you, right? Because you had healed those, but I talked about like little checkpoints where you might get thrown a curveball where you got to make sure your brain really is flipped. Okay, you did it. So it was like a huge emotional detox for you. So you might have like just been emotional or had moments of emotion, like where you teared up or not. You know, it's 12:44 on my clock right now. So that was the other thing. 44s are massive. 4-4, 3-4, so 4-4-4. 2s, anything with 2s. 2s, 22s, 3-2s, 2-2-2. So yay for you. So then when I pull cards on that, which goes with flowers, is you choose yourself. The 9 of Swords in the reverse, the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, and then the 6 of Cups. This is releasing lack, releasing insecurities, releasing not good enough. Realizing, oh shit, I'm pretty fucking awesome. I'm all right. Anybody would be lucky to have me, sort of energy. Okay, and then the last song was, I think it's Benson Boone, but it's pretty slowly. And this was like a nervous system, and I'm hearing septic system, plumbing issues. Somebody might be having plumbing issues right now. Septic system, that's karma. Anyways, this is a nervous system reset. This is grounding. This is your whole system being grounded. And that's what you're bringing in. So whatever connections are coming your way, whatever connections are coming in, it is a future of nothing but positivity. I mean, yes, there's always ebbs and flows, but you're done with these nasty karmic cycles. So you are going to have something that comes in, and it may be intense, whatever it is. There might be intense moments, but it's always going to grow steadily. You're going to see growth, like growth that benefits you, growth that you take and you can continue to grow, because you won't have those blocks anymore because you healed yourself. It's a safe thing. And the card that came out was the 10 of Cups. The reason this is coming in, it's because you abstained from sinking back. You abstained from going back into karmic loophole shit shows, right? I also am picking up a lot of celibacy, and I think that's great, and I think that's wonderful. I would continue that. I would not jump into bed with anybody right now. I would be very cautious. Use your discernment. Yeah, because you're too good for that. But I don't get the sense that if this is a romantic partner that comes in, a new person, this is not karmic. Like, you're not going to have any surprises that way. But use your discernment. Don't force it. Let it happen naturally, if that makes any sense. I mean, I'm looking at the Queen of Wands. Oh, there's like cat hair there. I wonder why. So that's what I got. That was like your little download. That's like your little message, because literally your past is done. Your heart's healed and the future is opened. Like the door, you were pushed through the door, whether you like it or not. So I wanted to make sure I got that message out to you. Yay. Also, so as I talk about good, on the flip side, there is an energy of I'm sorry, I didn't know. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I don't really know how I feel about that, because I don't see that anybody from your past that is karmic is getting back into your energy. So I see that as maybe that is somebody trying to be nice and apologetic in order to get out of something more severe. Like they think it will lessen consequences. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, they don't really care. They're apathetic. They don't care about anything, but they don't want to pay for what they've done. They knew what they were doing. Like, yeah, they knew what they were doing. Or we know that they knew what they were doing. What is that saying? I might have been born at night, but it wasn't last night. I might have been born at night, but it wasn't last night. All right, well, let's see what's going on right at this very minute for you. Singing like a canary. Somebody's singing like a canary. Ace of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. You're ready for something. Whatever's coming in this cup, you're not gonna lose. What is that? Why is that here? Why? Okay, well maybe that's okay. What are these? Put it together. Perspective change. Somebody saw something different. Okay, so yeah, that was the other side of, yeah, I didn't know, I'm sorry. There's people in this collective that know this person's caught up or on the hook for something, and they really had no fucking clue. There are some that will come back and apologize, and I will tell you, they really didn't have a fucking clue. But they did put 2 and 2 together. If that makes sense, that's what I'm getting. They put 2 and 2 together. Okay? Because now the math doesn't make sense. I really didn't know. I'm so sorry. Like, I really did not. I didn't know. But the thing is, they have to take accountability for not knowing, because at some point they could have stopped and maybe thought about it, right? They didn't fact check. But there was a perspective change. So on whatever level that resonates with you, there's been a shift. I mean, there'd have to be a huge fucking shift. Planetarily, there has to be a shift at the moment. Also, there's been a big shift because look what you did. Your purifying and purging and cleansing and ascending leaves ripples, right? So yes, something is going to happen. Somebody wants to bring you in an offer. What is that? Somebody's getting a present. And it is a tower moment for somebody else. Might be for you, but it might be a good tower. King of Cups. The Fool. Like sands through the hourglass of time, these are the days of our lives. I'm seeing an hourglass right now. And then I'm seeing the Tower and the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody is watching the sand leave the flipping hourglass. And it's it. It's their last hurrah. They don't have... It's over. They juggled the Queen of Swords. They could never balance. They could never handle everything you did. And now they're finding that out. All right. Yay. Yay for us. We pray for them. There's always a shot, collective, as long as, you know, whatever this energy is to you, whatever your story is, if that energy is, you know, woke up and is walking and breathing today, and it truly wants to improve, it woke up, so there's a chance, right? I always say, if you're on the wake-up list, you have a chance to repent and ask for forgiveness. So maybe they're going to get the message. Maybe somebody really is learning. It doesn't mean that you have to let them back in your life. Forgiveness does not mean re-entry. Fuck no. Just do better and move on, right? Destiny, fertility, temptation. I still feel like you are the topic of conversation. You would be the subject of a sentence because of the Marilyn effect. And I feel like you're forcing people to come out of their shells too. You might be causing people to have awakenings left and right. And that's a beautiful thing. I just have a holly jolly Christmas is in my head right now. So, all right, what's the overall energy? Disruption. Disruption. The obstacle. A shift is going to cause a disruption. Doesn't matter how small or how big it is. Obstacle here is your destiny. Well, why wouldn't it be? We don't do anything. That's a lot. The advice here. Somebody's suffering in silence now. They might be projecting, but it's happening to them because they did it to you. They tried to isolate you thinking it would break you, but it isolated you because isolation is where you heal. It's where you get clarity. It's going home to your father, period. This is where you built this. So now they're finding out, whatever this is, you know your story best. They can't hurt you. And what they thought, what they perceived to be the truth was not the truth. Period. Was not the truth. They thought, oh, look at us, look at her, she doesn't, or he doesn't work anymore, he doesn't go out anymore, she doesn't do this, she doesn't do that, she doesn't have this, she doesn't have that. Like, little did they know, right? Because then here you come, collective, here shows collective, shows up, and they're looking, you know, like they've, what is reverse aged? Like, what's the word for aging backwards? Benjamin Button syndrome, right? And then they're over here looking like the Wicked Witch, all dried up like a prune, health failing, probably losing jobs. Like, the math doesn't math, right? If this collective is so dirty and nasty and dark and does all these shady things, why would we be so radiant while they're not, you know? It doesn't make sense. 2 and 2 is 4. What's the outcome? Like, I think you're doing what Spirit wants you to do right now. Like, you don't mind hermiting, which is fine, but it's about time for you to come out. Yeah. The outcome here, yeah, balance. Imbalance for some, but justice. This is 11. You did your time. You have built your tower that will not come down, okay? Destiny. Yeah, rest and rejuvenation right now. See, I'm telling you, they want you to rest here. Foundation. You're moving. You've got your solid you have your solid foundation. Now you're moving on. Recognition and reward. You're probably getting a crap ton of downloads. And you have some partnerships and alliances coming in. All of this is happening because of the purge that you did, collective. You did this. Yeah. After a period of just grief and sadness and loss for you, collective, while you were healing from this, you were doing the right things. The patience and the planning, the 7 of Pentacles. Your Ace of Pentacles, collective, has always been with you, but you realize that now because your Ace of Pentacles was the strength and the fortitude that you had to pull yourself out of this. And now it gets to replicate itself in this world, right? As within, so without, as above, so below, as within, so without. God handed you the golden ticket when he got you out of the situation, when he gave you the exit ramp. When you are far enough removed from something, you can see the pattern and you can see it better, right? I mean, yes, like sometimes Ace of Pentacles just land in your lap. It's a job offer, it's this or it's that. So it's not like you only get one Ace of Pentacles, but like the biggest tower or the biggest thing that catapulted you to here was the initial Ace of Pentacles, the initial Ace of Cups, the initial Ace of Wands, and the initial Ace of Swords. God opened the window and gave you the headlines. So you saw the truth with the Ace of Swords. You had just enough energy and resources, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, to get out, okay? And you were strong enough and solid enough in knowing you didn't want to hurt like that anymore in the Ace of Cups, and you knew your cup would never be filled. So the headline that came from God with those 4 aces, you didn't even fucking know were happening. You now see. And now you're like 0, 0, 0, like starting over fresh, complete clean slate with massive spiritual promotion. divine security detail, and nothing but grounded, stable, and steady energies coming your way. You don't know how good it's going to get, collective. Let's get a little, I'm going to just do one of these and then we're going to get out of here because this is a pretty darn good message. I don't really feel like we need to do any more tarot. To thine own ass be true, and the wound is the place where the light enters you. Well, fucking A, that's it. Pick one time in your life you've been hurt and ask, how did it make you golden? Did it make you more tender-hearted? Did it open you up when you were once closed down? Did that heartbreak lead you to more connection with spirit? Ding, ding, ding. Can you get just a little teensy tiny bit grateful? Look at you. You are a disco ball of light, okay? You just had to figure it out. The most common thing that holds people back from health and happiness is an unwillingness to be honest with themselves. I'm gonna just say, like go back a minute or two when I talk about all of the aces you were given in the middle of a dumpster fire. True story. This is scientifically proven, well, unscientifically proven, but when you can own who you are, what your struggles are, and where you want to be, that is the beginning of self-love and freedom. It's kind of like when Sir Mix-a-Lot finally admitted that he liked big butts and he could not lie. His life blossomed after that. That's even funnier because my name. I used to have a pillowcase that said, oh my God. Okay. Quit dimming your light for people with shitty ass mindsets. You've got that dream, yeah? That the one that you think that you could maybe do, but it's maybe just a little too big, a little too much of a long shot. Maybe you might look stupid doing it. I don't care, do it. Seriously. Think about lying on your deathbed saying, I never went for it because I was afraid Susan would talk shit about me. Susan's gonna talk shit about you anyway, so you just go do you, then you do you, big girl. There may be a million people trying to do what you do, but you know what? Only you can do it your fucking way. Everybody has a gift. So it doesn't matter how many people are doing what you're doing. You do it the way it flows for you and see what fucking happens. All right. That's your message, collective. I think. Do I want to give you anything else? Should I? Okay. Think of a yes or no question right now. Just think 3313. So we're going to do this. 3313. So we have, because that's growth, right? Threes are growth. I want you to think of a yes or no question. So these are like angel answer cards. I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to do this in my head, but I'm doing it. At the bottom of the deck, it says yes. So I want you to think of a yes or no question. And we'll see. And it just said yes or no, like yes and no. So we're doing the right thing. So have a question in your mind, okay? That can be answered with like yes or no. And we'll see what comes out. There's other things in here, but we'll see what they say. So yes or no question here. To my lovely spiritual team, please answer whatever question my collective at this moment has going on in the back room of their brain. What are they thinking about? What do they want to hear yes or no to? Give them an answer, yes or no. Okay, somebody needs to know that things are going to be okay. There's no need to worry. If they were worried about something. Somebody also needs to know that they can do things. They just need to communicate. Think about what they're saying and how they're saying it. Just clear communication. No need to worry. There's going to be clear communication. And we have a no on the fence. So, something is TBD, to be determined here. But you're supposed to listen to your intuition on this one. Like, not going to hurt you, but it might not be, there might be a better option coming. Like it might really be a no, but maybe you want that, but there's something better coming. If that makes any sense. Yeah. That's what I'm hearing. Listen to your intuition. What does your body tell you? It's your, like, yeah, see, it's not the right time. What did I say? It's probably going to be like a no. Not the right time. Because if you wait, then you're coming into success. So, yay. All right, collective. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to blow this popsicle joint. I hope this reading brought you some peace, some happiness, some validation. Hopefully some of it hit with you or resonated. Remember, always you just use your discernment. Please, 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 please. Be grounded in how you are hearing tarot readings. That is significant for some reason. What else? I was going to say something else. Oh, rest. Like, give yourself a break. Like this, especially with this, like, emotional detoxing. With the emotional detoxing and cleansing out, like, psychic residue, like, a lot of you are coming into your new gifts. Like, there might be some that are becoming super psychic. It's okay. Don't freak out. It's awesome. So a lot of these gifts will settle in very nicely, like a seamless transition into any of this will come through rest. Okay. So yeah, allow yourself to rest. You've done a lot of work. It may not seem like it, but you really have done a lot of work. Keep your boundaries up, which I don't really think I need to tell you. But yeah, there you go. That's your reading. That's your reading. I love y'all so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Until we meet again.